It's time for your daily dose of all things Chicago sports. This is the Daily Score. Now, here's your host, Mark Grote.
Hi there. Welcome into the Daily Score. I am Mark Grote, and it is exit interview time for the Bears, where Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus sit down with each and every player on the Bears roster and let them give honest and unedited feedback if they so desire. Look at expectations, talk about the offseason. That's what's going on. Locker cleanout is happening as well. And that also meant that we had the media, we had one more chance to speak to players in the locker room, to reflect on the season, to discuss the future. And one of the first people that we talked to was the Bears star receiver, DJ Moore. And he was asked what kind of grade that he would give himself in that evaluation.
Ooh, my grade? For the meeting, I give it an A+. You know, it was open and honest. Gave good feedback. They gave me their honest opinion on how my year went and everything. And, I mean, that'll stay between us until they come out later on and y'all see what happens. So we'll see.
Are the exit interviews an opportunity for you to provide input on what you'd like to do? And if so, did you take advantage of that opportunity?
It is. I did. And like I said, when it come out, whatever happens. And maybe it's what I said they do or not. It's really not up. It's not up to me, but just to have a voice on it it's pretty good.
They seemed receptive to you.
Who wouldn't be receptive to me? You know what I'm saying? I got this smile and everything. So
Were they writing stuff down as you were talking?
Of course, I didn't write nothing down. I'm just ready to rest up.
Without giving away details, how much did Justin come up in the meeting?
I mean, it was bored up. I bored him up, you know, of course. And, I mean, he's the quarterback for the Chicago Bears until otherwise. And I don't think that's changing anytime soon. So we'll see.
How would you like that to work out?
Like what, for Justin to be here? I mean, it'll be amazing. You know, nobody wants to really start all the way over and either have a losing season again or maybe have what's the quarterback from the Bengals when he came out, Joe Burrow? We could have that kind of season. You never know. It's a hit or miss. So we're going to have to wait and see.
Nobody wants to start over. I thought that was one of the more poignant parts of what DJ Moore had to say. I mean, he's a veteran player at this point. He is, he's getting paid big bucks. He had a great season, and players like that start to want to win. And I'm sure that during his exit interview, DJ Moore probably said all of that. So, as he said, we'll see if they listen to me. So my guess is that DJ Moore went in there and said Justin Fields and build around that with all the assets that the Bears will have. Another guy I talked to in the locker room is Jack Sanborn, who was pretty real about what's going on with the team. And that is, definitely relative to last year, things got better and the season gets steadily progressed, but the standard is still not being met.
Got to get better, and everyone knows that. This organization, obviously I've grown up here, know the history of it, and it's not for fourth place in the division. Even though you can say, good division, not many teams that were really that bad. It's fourth in the division. And I think that's the goal every year is to beat those other three teams. And we didn't do that enough, and we didn't win enough games, and that kind of is the reason why.
As somebody who grew up here, do you appreciate the debate now that's going on about Justin or drafting a quarterback? It seems like it's taken over the Bears fan base the last couple of weeks.
That's a tough question. I don't know. I mean, I don't look at everything. I'm sure there's a lot of speculation going around about what's going to happen, but all I can say on that is, I love Justin. Obviously I competed against him in college, watched him come into the league, and now being his teammate for the past 2 years. I mean, just a great guy, great competitor, and so obviously, like you said, I mean, similar to what you were saying, that's not my decision to make, but I'll always stand by Justin.
I think Jack Sanborn, like a lot of the players, are just as curious as us and all of you watching and listening right now as to what is going to happen. So they're following along. In the meantime, showing lots of support for Justin Fields. And we probably, by the way, we're probably going to be a while before we know anything about Justin Fields unless Ryan Poles has decided to pull the trigger and trade him. But it could be a very similar scenario to last year. It could be we're keeping Justin Fields unless somebody blows me away. Now, there is a better crop of quarterbacks this year that there would be a better chance that somebody would blow Ryan Poles away. But that remains to be seen. Let's do a little bit more on Justin Fields, and this comes from a veteran player. When I say veteran, I mean veteran. Marcedes Lewis, the Bears tight end and quasi offensive lineman. It sounds like he thinks that the Bears need to continue to invest in Justin Fields and continue to make him better.
I mean, you guys see what I see. An amazing athlete. I feel like he's continuing to develop. And to be honest, like, no matter if you're in your 3rd year or your 18th year, development is a process, right? And if you're somebody that understands that the room for growth is always spacious, then you're going to continue to grow. And I feel like he's at that spot. I feel like he's done a really good job of getting better every day. He's a guy that, wants to win and wants to be great. So I tip my hat to him for just going out there and doing his best, with what he's given. And that's all you can do is be your personal best. You live with the results, have no regrets. The other things that you're asking is, that's not my job to kind of answer those type of questions. But just as a player and as a person, he wants to be right. And when you have that, you give yourself a chance.
So you think the organization should continue to develop him, continue to have that patience with Justin Fields based on what you've seen from Justin Fields?
I think, that's going to be up to the organization in general, but I feel like Justin is a guy that wants to be great. He loves being here. His teammates love him. So, I mean, that's all I can really give you as far as that's concerned. But like I said, he did some things this year that kind of wowed me. So definitely a guy that's getting better for sure.
He does the wow things. He does superstar things. He still, though, has not put it all together consistently, and that can be maddening, and he will wow you at times. And he did superstar things last year with his legs. He's made some unbelievable escapes and runs this year, and he's made some unbelievable throws this year as well. It's all there. The parts just have not completely fit together as one, and that's the part where Ryan Poles and Ian Cunningham and their scouting staff, they have to project, will Justin Fields make the jump? Will the Bears be sorry if they do move on from him? I also thought that was very profound of not Montez Sweat, of Marcedes Lewis saying that, I jotted it down here. It really hit me. If you're someone, what was it? If there's room for growth, or the room for growth is always spacious, you'll continue to grow. If you're someone that understands that, I thought that was pretty good stuff there from Marcedes Lewis. Montez Sweat was asked what he likes about his head coach, Matt Eberflus.
Smart. He's innovative. He listens to his players. He trusts his gut and he trusts his players, man. So, yeah, I love to see Flus back.
Management hasn't publicly revealed one way or another whether he will be back. As somebody who's here locked in for the long term, how are you going to be following that the next day, 2, however long it takes?
I'm sure the news will find me if it need to. I'm about to take a mental break from football, a mental break from the social world. I'm just lock in on my family.
Like that, man. Lock in on the family. But, yeah, that's a pretty detailed support of Matt Eberflus. I think that, there are guys that are going to bat for him. And I would imagine that not every single person in the locker room, I mean, that's just the way it is when there's a boss. I mean, we play all the guys that love him, and that's understandable. And I don't have guys that I could just tell you that don't like him, but I'm sure there are guys that are not huge fans of Matt Eberflus. That's just the way life works. Except for our bosses, right? Yeah. Last cut going to be from Tyreek Stevenson. This is a guy that grew throughout the year. Did not have a great game, I didn't think, against Green Bay. Thought it was a rough one for him. He actually did force a turnover, so maybe that sort of evens it out a little bit. But it was a rough day for the Bears secondary in this one. Tyreek Stevenson talking about the growth and why the team all of a sudden became a turnover machine.
I would say it's chemistry. Just being out there and playing together and understanding where everybody's going to be at, understanding how somebody's going to play, just gives you that level of comfortability to go out there and play around. Like, I know he going to drop this certain way, so I can do this. He going to be here, so I can do this. Just talking with Bojack, hey, Bo, I'm gonna sit on this. Like, you got me over the top. Just that level of chemistry just had us out there playing more freely.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Like I like the very end of that the communication is real, and that's starting to figure it out a little bit. And I am definitely looking forward to the future of Tyreek Stevenson, seeing what he becomes as his career continues on. That is going to be it for the day. I know that we're going to have much more to talk about throughout the week. We still don't know about Matt Eberflus and Luke Getsy and obviously Justin Fields. So we'll be doing this every day here on the Daily Score. For Ray Diaz, I am Mark Grote, and I will talk to you tomorrow.